Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. Today we're going to be talking about the future of zombies in Modern Warfare 4 and a little bit beyond. But before we jump into talking about what the leaks have said and all of that stuff, which I'm sure you guys are itching to tell me in the comment section down below, I first want to talk about the responses I had from you guys to a tweet that I put out saying, what would it take for Infinity Ward to announce, for Call of Duty to announce, to get you invested and excited about the third mode installment in Modern Warfare 4 this year? What would it take to get your interest and keep it, and even convince you to pre-order or something like that? And by the way, I know my voice is really squeaky right now. I just got back from a Borderlands 3 event, and it was incredible, but I kind of lost my voice, so that's why I'm so squeaky. So I asked you guys what you wanted, and the results really surprised me, but I think that was good surprise. I was pleasantly surprised to see what you guys were saying. If you break it down with a handy pie chart, you can see 80+% of people said that they specifically would be more interested in Modern Warfare 4 if it straight up did not have zombies in it. Then there were other people suggesting things like a more simple zombies mode, a little bit more of a classic zombies, like Black Ops 1 style, slightly less of the crazy kind of elemental stuff, less of the mythical things being injected in, less dragons, less aliens, just more core fundamental zombies. Other people said that they really wanted it to be more like Black Ops 3 zombies. If it could just go in that direction and less in the directions of IW or Black Ops 4, then that would be appealing as well. We also then had a couple of responses saying things like zombies in the Modern Warfare universe could be cool, also open world zombies might be fun, or just simply adding some kind of real reason to grind in a zombies mode, which we still haven't really had over the years, beyond just learning to do the Easter eggs. That could add some much needed replayability and be fun. Then finally, a fairly large chunk of people said that they'd really like to just see IW Zombies 2. They enjoyed IW Zombies 1, they're not too worried about the fact that Lee Ross doesn't work at Infinity Ward anymore, and so they would just be happy with IW 2. They just want to hear Willard Wyler's voice once again. But regardless of all of those things that I've just mentioned, the vast majority of people, 80%, more than 80%, want to see no zombies mode in this game. And the really interesting thing is that I then went a layer further and I dug into those replies and sorted those no zombies responses into what it was that they were suggesting as alternatives, and it was really interesting. Half of the no zombies replies were able to be sorted in this way, so 40% of the total chunk essentially were suggesting some other thing other than a zombies mode, and over a third of those, the replies that I was able to sort and figure out their alternative suggestion, they said Extinction 2 is what would get them excited in this year's Call of Duty installment. Then slightly under a third said they wanted Spec Ops to come back, which again was a surprise to me. I didn't think that many people wanted Spec Ops, and to give you an idea of the scale of this, as you can see from the pie chart, the people asking for Spec Ops were nearly the size of the entire remaining slice that just wanted some kind of zombies mode in the first place, which is crazy. Then the remaining 20% of, again, this subset of replies that I was able to classify further, asked for survival from Modern Warfare 3 to return in some kind of survival 2.0. We have a sequel to Spec Ops, we've got Survival 2 and Extinction 2, all as the juggernauts of the alternative suggestions that people have because they don't want to see zombies in the game. Now, I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments down below if you agree or disagree with this list. I think that the pie chart is super interesting. It paints an incredibly clear picture about what the fans want at this point in time, and it also gives us some really interesting ideas when we go towards the leak section of the video talking about what's actually going to be coming in the game. However, just before we move on, I want to say one last thing. A lot of the people that were saying they don't want zombies were basically saying the reason for that is that at this point, having a cadence every year of zombies, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, and now maybe 2019, if Modern Warfare 4 got a zombies mode, would all have been zombies, which is insane. Like, that is a huge run compared to what we used to have, which would be every other year, and then once basically every 3 years. That is obviously a huge pace change, and we all said, and in fact, I remember really clearly saying this on a video. I literally remember sitting at my desk and actually saying it to the camera. My memory of it is so clear and distinct for some reason. I remember saying, if we get to the point where zombies happens every year, yes, that's happy days thumbs up because I like zombies, but also zombies fatigue is a real thing. And it gets to a point when you have zombies maps every single year and it's the same mode being iterated on every single year that people naturally get tired and they want something else. And so that sentiment that we suspected might come about all those years ago has really materialized now in these pie charts that I've showed you and in the general feeling, I think, of the community. This year, not having zombies might actually be a real breath of fresh air. So, what have the leaks said? Are we getting zombies this year? Is Lee Ross going to go back to Infinity Ward and remake IW, do an IW2 type thing or something like that? Or are they going to do a fresh installment of zombies entirely? Or is it going to be Extinction 2 or something else? What I have seen online is that we're not getting a zombies mode this year. And admittedly, that could be false, right? Leaks this early always have a chance of being incorrect because at the end of the day, there's still time until launch, and if they really wanted to squeeze something out, they could make a zombies mode starting today and ending in a few months' time, and it would suck because it would only have been in development for a couple months, but they could feasibly do that if they really wanted to divert resources to it, and then all the leaks would be wrong, right? So there is a chance that they're not correct, but they seem to be indicating right now that zombies is not coming in this next game, and instead we're getting some kind of new co-op mode. I believe the indication is that it's not going to be something like a more fleshed out Spec Ops. I think that this is something new entirely, but I could be wrong on that because all of these leaks are always super vague. I haven't been sort of sitting down trying to hack into the Infinity Ward servers and spy on what they're doing or anything crazy. I've literally just been going off the hearsay, essentially, which is all it is, about what's coming next year, but all of the leaks from all the different sources really seem to be pointing us towards the fact that zombies just isn't going to be in the game, which would mean that the 80% of people that said that they would be more interested in Modern Warfare 4 if it didn't have zombies are going to be happy. They're going to be happy bunnies, and to be honest, some of that remaining chunk of the pie chart who still did want zombies may still be enthused by the fact that this new mode is coming, because at the end of the day, even if you're a huge zombies fan, there's plenty of room for you to also appreciate and enjoy and love something new, right? So I think it's good news. And the future of zombies, which is what this whole video is about, right? The future of zombies is actually only going to be positively affected by this. The fact that it's less likely that we're going to be getting zombies this year, and that that happens to line up with people not wanting there to be zombies this year, will mean that people will have, hopefully, a more satisfied time playing this new co-op mode when it comes out, and then next year we'll be refreshed, we'll be happier with the state of Call of Duty, and we'll go forward to Black Ops 5 or whatever the next Treyarch or Sledge COD will be that has zombies, and we'll all feel optimistic about it. That is the hope. Now, there is one thing that's important to note about all this, and that's that there's reason to believe that there's going to be a second season of Black Ops 4 DLC running over the top of Modern Warfare 4, and that is going to probably be more Chaos maps because Ether is ending. And that's why Jason, a couple of months ago now, said that we were done with Chaos for this season. He said it because there's going to be a season 2, and it's going to start when this next game comes out and run for an extra year. If that does happen, I think that to an extent, yes, it will negate the kind of refreshed feeling that we'd be hoping for from having a new co-op mode this year, but it also might help the Activision executives making these sorts of decisions smooth over the transition between having Black Ops 4 Zombies this year, a new co-op mode next year, and Black Ops 4 Zombies still, and then the year after, for Sledge's next COD, having an actual new mode entirely, not just a World War II extension, but a new mode entirely without relying on the previous Zombies crutch. It might basically help them get to that point where we can have a year without zombies and then still manage to be refreshed by the next time Treyarch rolls around with their zombies mode for 21 or something like that. Whichever way you look at it, I think that there not being zombies in Modern Warfare 4 is going to be a plus. I'm sure that the Infinity Ward team are super stoked to be making whatever they're making right now, because making new things is always going to be fun. As much as I'm sure it's a grueling and tedious and difficult process, I'm sure it's really rewarding as well to have complete creative control over your own project, which they wouldn't have necessarily had with IW because of the fact that they were kind of inheriting that from another studio. So I'm sure they're excited. I'm excited on their behalf. I'm also excited for the fact that a lot of you guys are asking for the thing that is also most likely to happen, which is no zombies in this game. So it's looking pretty positive, honestly. It's really not looking too bad, and I think that that will mean that the future of zombies as a mode is much healthier. We'll end up in a much healthier mindset when Treyarch, or if it ends up being Sledge next makes a zombies mode. And that's good news. So let me know again if you agree with these charts, guys. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed, and let me know if there's any other Modern Warfare 4 zombies ideas or videos that you want me to cover in the next couple of weeks. And also, if there are any old Black Ops 3 custom maps and things like that that you'd like me to post funny moments of or whatever with Noah and JC and the boys. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys. I've been MrRoflWaffles. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.